Welcome. This is the fourth session of Managing Safety from an Islamic Perspective. In this session, I will be discussing the company safety policy. Providing a safe workplace begins with the company safety policy. If the company culture is production first, which is equal to maximum performance for maximization of profits, their action, benefits, and activities will be rooted strictly for material gains, which is against the Quran and Sunnah. In most cases, where safety appears to have no valuable monetary value because the company has been operating from a production-first culture, greediness, miserliness would be the offspring of such culture. This will only lead to workplace bloodshed and injustice to workers. As the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, mentioned, he says, "And guard yourself against miserliness, for this has ruined nations who lived before you. Miserliness leads them to bloodshed and to treat injustice as justice." The Islamic-based safety approach is for companies to establish Islamic identities in the execution of its business. The Muslim company policy or philosophy, written or unwritten, should visibly express equality for all workers for safety, responsibility of each other for all, and brotherhood for the purpose of justice, tolerance to one another, and the quest for knowledge in the service of employee protection. This type of policy or philosophy is based on the Quran and Sunnah. Such a company would have values that are Islamic, and its activities, benefits, and actions reflects maximum performance for maximization of the deen. Hence, the Muslim-owned company must assess their understood company policy and philosophy to ensure it is based on Islamic values. A company's philosophy or policy that is based on materialistic, non-Islamic sources will reap the consequences of its pursuit, as mentioned in the following Islamic narrations. We are a people, Allah dignified with Islam, and whenever we seek dignity without Islam, Allah will bring humiliation upon us. As referred to in the Quran, it says, "On no soul does Allah place a burden greater than it can bear. It gets every good that it earns and suffers every ill that it earns. The rewards of deeds depend upon its intentions, and every person will get the reward according to what he has intended." The Quran also says, "Verily never will Allah change the condition of a people until they change what is in themselves, their heart." Although the above references are mentioning a nation, a soul, and a people, in Islam, the applicability of Islamic sources has no separation between a nation, an individual, or a company. In other words, if a Muslim company seeks dignity, success, good safety program, excellent customer service, etc., without using Islam, it will face humility, that is, taught the ways to dignity from and through secular and non-Islamic approaches. The misfortunes that a company experiences is because of their policy and philosophy of doing business. A company reaps what it sows. The condition of a company will not change until the company changes its business principles. Therefore, if a Muslim-owned company chooses to run its business against the laws of Islam, it will find its benefits to be short-lived and, most importantly, without the embodiment of ibadah or worship. Without worship, the Muslim action is transitory, a deviation from its true nature and of no value to him in this world and in the hereafter. Thank you for watching this session, and join me in the next session as I discussed faith equal to removal of harm.